Welcome to Bond Watches, James Bond Watches, here at the National Watch and Clock Museum in Columbia, Pennsylvania. We're here to give you a brief example of what visitors to our Bond Enthusiast Weekend had the rare opportunity to see in this display on September 10th and 11th, 2010. Ian Fleming's reference 1016 Rolex Explorer, ticking. And next to it, a modern-day Omega 220150 Seamaster Planet Ocean. The first time audiences had a chance to see the Fleming watch wound, set, and in full function, telling time, was when we opened Bond watches last summer. So, this weekend here in September is only the second time in history that it's been displayed as an operating chronometer. In addition to being the only Rolex that Ian Fleming is known to have owned and worn, this 1016 was the one he had on his wrist and in his mind when he described James Bond's personal wristwatches in the novel On Her Majesty's Secret Service, written in the first quarter of 1962. This is the actual first James Bond watch. Now we've put it side by side with a 42mm Omega Planet Ocean that's identical to the one worn by Daniel Craig as 007 in the most recent Eon Productions film, Quantum of Solace. The idea of showing these two watches together, which is, again, another first here, came from National Watch and Clock Museum Director Noel Poirier, who refers to it as the Alpha to Omega of James Bond watches. It's a great way to talk about the overall educational mission of this museum and provide technological perspective by juxtaposing Ian Fleming's watch produced during the fourth quarter of 1960 with the James Bond watch of 2010. Consider accuracy in terms of movement beats per hour, styling preferences as expressed through case size, and crystal durability, acrylic versus sapphire, just to name a few ways that these two watches contrast. And that's all before we get to any ad hoc field requirement that a 00 may have for a watch that can well serve him as a knuckle duster, should the need arise.